the proceeds from that book goes to funding those it goes to funding those sessions for them for free.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important to me, near and dear to my heart, especially after losing my nephew Melcorn, that uh, I be able to provide those services to people who are sometimes not as fortunate as I was to have a strong support system,
Yeah.
but just also may not have the exposure or regularly access to that
Mm-hmm.
type of support. So that's what loving yourself through the trauma is all about. It's about providing those support systems and tools at a reasonable cost. And then at my ability to be able to do so for the Phoenix mothers is I wrote a book called The
Ah,
Recondition, A Guide to Loving Yourself Through Your Trauma, that is available on Amazon and is available at Barnes and Nobles. Please check it out. The proceeds to that goes to allow me to have these sessions for these mothers for free,
yeah.
so they don't have to pay for these trauma healing sessions. And I provide them with tools and just a group, a community with like minded people where they can kind of help each other cope and get through this trauma, which is very difficult to go.
Got it. Thank you so much. It's amazing the work that you do, and my thoughts and prayers to you and all the people you're helping out there. It can't be an easy thing to lose a child. My goodness. Yeah, I can't say enough, and I just can't stand to watch the news. I saw another
Mhm.
episode of a child shot out here in Long Island just last week, and you see these stories, and it's just traumatic. How I just don't I feel for those parents out there. Oh my goodness. And somehow people get through with support groups and with the help of people like yourself. And but not everybody has that family member to support them, to lean on them. It's just, ah, my heart breaks. But thank you for doing that too.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, so that's why, like I said, the research that I do is so important. I'm in the process of working with some other colleagues and just trying to figure out how do we break this cycle? How do
Mm-hmm.
we break this cycle of gun violence, exposure,
Yeah.
excessive exposure to violence? We know that it's going to be out there. It's like we can't get all the guns off the street, but we can lobby to get rid of these ghost guns.
Mm-hmm.
We can lobby to get rid of these guns that are illegal weapons.
True.
And make sure that people are getting proper training.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to take away guns from people that
Mm-hmm.
have the right to bear arms. We're not trying to do that. The difference is we want the illegal weapons that are falling in the hands of people who are not capable
Mm-hmm.
of managing them. It's not. We don't want people to feel like they're blessed. We don't want people to feel like when you have an altercation, the best way to
Mm-hmm.
solve it is to pick up a gun and take someone's life.
Ah.
So that's what we're trying to correct. We're trying to course correct that. We're trying to make sure that people have tools and
Mm-hmm.
understand how to problem solve, understand how to handle things in a resolutionary way. So breaking the cycle of generational trauma, and that's what I like to call our